Hey everyone, welcome to another match of Temur Hex Delver. Today we're playing blue-black artifacts. I think they used to call this Tesserator, but it's not really Tesserator. Yeah, this is match 1 of 3, posting it up in some order today, but overall there's going to be 3 matches posted up, so stay tuned for those, check those out. And there's a playlist, by the way. I create playlists for all of my matches, specifically for the type of deck, just FYI. Check out the playlists that I have, there's a bunch of them. Easy way to see what I've posted. So opening hand was pretty good. We had a Delver of Secrets. We have Disrupting Shoal to kind of protect it. Alright. Well, I know I'm playing an interesting deck when I see Folio of Fancies being played. Let's see if our Delver flips first. It does not. We draw a second Tarmogoyf. Not necessarily the worst thing in the world. So let's see if we're going to rush Tarmogoyf out or not. Yes, looks like we are. Why not? It's a small little Tarmogoyf right now, but alright. Grand Architect. Well, can't respond to it, but we're definitely going to bolt it next turn. Do not want that. Okay, there's also that. We can't counter it because the CMC is 2. But, yeah, actually, that now becomes our target. So, with Delver of Secrets doesn't flip again. This is the kind of luck I get very often. I have like 20 instants and sorceries in the deck, and it doesn't friggin' flip. So, alright, we're going to get rid of that, because I feel like that's a much worse card to have on the battlefield than Grand Architect. Let's just attack in here. We have a big boy Tarmogoyf. And, yeah, let's put on the pressure, because I feel like we just got to kind of put the pressure here. Alright, Flying Death Touch, that's interesting. Walking Ballista. Alright. I think our Walking Ballista is going to kill itself right now. Get rid of our Delver Secrets. Okay, fine. We draw... Well, they would have both flipped. You see? That's the luck I get. That's the friggin' luck I get. They would have both flipped. Okay. So I don't need a third Tarmogoyf. I'm going to attack here. Of course, they're going to block. That's fine. Just wanted to get rid of it because, reasons. Okay. I'm going to let that resolve. Don't really need to counter that. Our opponent has 0 cards in hand because I've just kind of vomited everything. Now they're going to draw 2 cards because they have nothing in hand. And it's our turn. Alright. Well, we have 3 counterspells in hand, so our opponent's not going to resolve anything. Nothing of value will resolve. Yep, that's 1. That's 1. We now have a 6/7 Tarmogoyf, FYI. I'm going to fetch end of turn. And a lightning bolt. That seals the deal. So now the question is, if we attack with Tarmogoyf, they're most likely going to chump with their Grand Architect. That's my guess. So, I could just kill Grand Architect and attack in for 6, or I gamble and say, well, maybe they won't block me, and they didn't. So, gamble was a correct one. Because they probably don't want to get rid of their Grand Architect, right? That seems to be an important part of their deck, so they probably are not going to block with it. And yeah, I was right. So we definitely want to bring in a Braid, because it looks like our opponent is a bit artifact crazy. Engineer Explosives as well, because it's going to mostly target the artifacts, or target that Serpent that they played. I'm blanking on the name now, but yeah, that one. And yeah, it's just going to hit a lot of cards in their deck, so it's a good card to bring in. So our opening hand was good. It's not super interactive, I would say, but we have all our land drops that we need, and we can start off with Hex Drinker. Let's see if our opponent can even deal with Hex Drinker right now. So we got nothing. I'm going to attack in first. And I'm going to start investing now. See what we get. There's no point in keeping mana up for Stubborn Denial at the moment. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. It's okay. Next, well, I mean this turn. I was going to say next turn, but this turn we're going to play Tarmogoyf or maybe Delver of Secrets. We'll see. Maybe both. Okay, our opponent seems to have removal. That tells me to not do anything. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to commit Tarmogoyf after seeing that. So, pity our opponent was a bit too excited to play a card. Okay, so it's going to be coming down for 4 Stonecoil Serpent. That's the card I was thinking about. So we really need an Abrade at the moment, or 2 Lightning Bolts. Remember, Stonecoil Serpent has reach, so it looks like we're going to blow 2 Lightning Bolts right now on that stupid card. But we have a nice big boy Tarmogoyf. So, and yeah, we have backup of Force of Negation right now, if they're going to play Tezzeret. They don't, they play a creature instead. Okay. That's a problem, because they do play a lot of artifacts, so that creature is going to become a potential nuisance here. So again, let's put on the pressure as much as possible. Luckily we drew a Mana Leak, we have Stubborn Denial, we have Force of Negation, we have a lot of counters. So our opponent really is not going to resolve anything here. Yeah, that's an example of something that's not going to resolve. Mana Leak was probably a better option there, just FYI. I was probably keeping it for a creature though, which I guess makes sense. So we draw a land, and yeah, it's game over. I think our opponent saw the writing on the wall. So we made quick work of our opponent there. Not necessarily because of Hexdrinker this time, but just because of good old Delver Secrets plus Tarmogoyf. Sometimes that's all you need. Putting pressure on your opponent and killing them. So, yeah, interesting deck. Interesting deck. They're trying to make, you know, Tezzeret work again in blue-black shell for artifacts. I think we just had all the right answers at the right time, and we didn't let our opponent do anything. And that's what you want to do all the time, right? You want to be interactive. You don't want to play something stupid like Ensnaring Bridge, but you know you want to give your opponent a chance to get around your counters, which is always better than an Ensnaring Bridge, which tells your opponent, which tells you no. You can tell I really hate that card, right? So yeah, we played an interactive game. We drew all the cards we needed when we needed them, and we rode the path to victory with 1 or 2 creatures, and that's all you really need sometimes. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that match. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you enjoy my content in general, please subscribe, hit notification bell, follow me on Twitter. All that stuff helps me out a lot. It helps you know when new content's out. I post content out on a regular basis, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for the most part. So, stay tuned for that. I try and keep the schedule consistent. So far I have, so hopefully that continues. A big thank you to my patrons. I really appreciate your early support. If you're interested in becoming a patron, check out the link in the description. There's a whole bunch of information there, and I try and add more and more benefits to patrons all the time. So stay tuned for those. Thanks, and have a good one.